we must follow a specific format while creating a notice. Make sure to include the institution's name and the date of the notice, the title and an attention-grabbing heading, the body with relevant information and details, and finally, the details of the person issuing the notice. This format ensures that we communicate our message effectively and formally. When we review a notice, we check that it has all the parts that form its structure. We check for spelling, grammar, and punctuation errors. We also check to ensure that we have used appropriate language and the correct tense. We also get rid of irrelevant information. Checking these points makes our notice better and more effective. A notice is a formal communication issued to make a public announcement. Its three key features are focus, function, and fact. Use the heading and the first sentence to focus the reader's attention. Give relevant information to fulfill the function of the notice. Make sure the information is based on facts. A well-organized notice will always fulfill its objectives. Conditional clauses consist of an if clause and a main clause that shows the possible outcome. There are 4 types of conditionals. The zero conditional expresses general truths. The first or future conditional talks about possible outcomes. The second or unreal conditional expresses unreal or imaginary situations. The third or past conditional expresses regret. We use conditionals to talk about what could, would, or might happen, or what we wish would happen.
The Alcatraz escape. It was touted as the ultimate maximum security prison. Situated on a lonely island in the San Francisco Bay, Alcatraz was a forbidding place. Toughened iron bars on all windows, strict rules and codes of conduct, and highly trained security made escape a literal impossibility. And yet, 3 men got out. On June 12, 1962, prison officials discovered that John Anglin, his brother Clarence, and Frank Morris were missing. The prison went into lockdown. The FBI launched an investigation and discovered that the men had been so determined that they had been planning their escape for 6 months. Investigators found several items like a crude drill, magazines that the men probably used to learn how to vulcanize rubber raincoats they had stolen into a raft, and a fake bolt made of soap, keeping a ventilator to the final escape shaft in place. Whether the men survived the rough waves and winds of the Pacific or drowned in its waters was never discovered. They seem to have disappeared without a trace.